Alright then, just about time to get started. Just quick testing here, make sure the audio is working. Alright then, just about time to get started. Just quick testing here, make sure the audio... Alright, everything sounds good, so we should be ready to dive on in a second. Alrighty then. Let's see, everything is coming together there. Okay, everything is nice and orderly, so... That said, alright, let's jump on in. Hello everyone, we are Gaming by Gaslight Live, and... Oh, wait. No, things are not actually quite perfect. Ah, there we go. Okay. Visuals seem to be in place. Audio seems to be in place. Everything looks good. Alright. I am satisfied. Let's get ready to jump on in. Okay, hello everyone, we are Gaming by Gaslight Live, and welcome to Oxygen Not Included. The game has been in full early access mode, such as it is for a while now, or a couple days, a week or so. Agricultural update, all that good stuff. It's been a while since I last played, so expect things to be kind of rough, but hopefully good. And just a bit of a change of pace for what we're streaming today, a bit of a lower key game. So let's waste no more time just wandering and aimlessly chatting. Let's actually get started, shall we? Just warming up, really, with all that rambling in the beginning. Okay, yes. We'll have a nice, cool, the serene timeline. You know what? That's good enough for me. All right, let's see. Small bladder, you're a tinkerer, you are a learner. You're a cooker, and... All right, so let's shuffle you. We want someone... That's actually pretty good. All right, I will accept that. You are a digger, a tinkerer, and a constructor. I forget whether or not strength is something that can actually get better, such as it is as of yet. I like the idea of a binge eater. But you know what? That'll do for now, so let's have a sip and jump on in. Alrighty then. Okay, let's see if we can actually make this colony work. Yes, miles beneath the surface. Okay. Alright, so let's just get ourselves refreshed with the control scheme. Alright, G key for that. Little WASD to move around there. And a big thing I remember from the last time I played is that what I really ought to do with the base building aspect is we want nice little compartmentalized areas. Alright, might not want to bust into that right away. But then again, couldn't hurt, probably, so let's actually start off by digging in the exact direction I said not to dig in. And also probably... Well, I guess I don't really need to prioritize anything. Yes, yeah, let's make this stuff higher priority just to make sure it gets done. There we go. And we'll go along slow, just a nice casual roll about through nature. We've got ourselves a bit of stuff going here. And we've got a nice bit of copper right off the bat. A lot of slime over here. Which is okay, because that means we can produce a bunch of algae. There is algae down here as well, so we will want to get ourselves into that, since as I recall, that is very important early game in particular. Alright, so thought process. We want to make sure we build the base nice and compartmentalized. That's kind of been a problem I've had in the past, where I build everything very open, which results in a lot of wasted oxygen, I would say. So, let's try to avoid that this time. Let's see. I mean, this will be our initial core base area thing, as I try to figure out exactly what madness we will do today. Let's just dig straight down. This is oxalate, isn't it? It is. I don't think I want to actually destroy the oxalate, so let's, we'll do something crazy like that, because I can. Or actually, no. No, we won't do that at all. I've already changed my mind. Let us instead build the ladder over here. There we go. That way we can build ladder all the way down to here. Cancel is C, not X. There we go. Alright, so that gets us down here. And I figure we'll build... What would be the best way to build, like, the main living... I guess the living quarters will be over here. So we probably want to... Well, I guess sealing things off You know what? I don't like this either now. Let's change that. That's basically what this is going to amount to, is me going back and forth, deciding what I like and don't like, which will change every 5 seconds, no doubt. Alright. Yes. This I like now. Okay, so we dig this, like so. Let's go under priorities here. We will make this all a 9. That can come later. This will be an 8. And then we will want an airlock of some kind over here. Once we have built, of course, a ceiling. So, yeah, here. Oh yeah, we'll build the airlock right here. If I recall correctly, something like a triple airlock tends to work. And by that, I of course mean I don't do that. Do this instead. There we go. Then that'll seal all of this juicy freshness inside. And that will work out very nicely for me, probably, as we can continue to kind of dig all of this in this general direction over here. And yeah, let's make all this really high priority. We want to get that done first. That makes a lot of sense, in my personal opinion. All right, so we'll get a nice sealed minty fresh area here. Maybe we'll even eventually do the same thing over here and maybe dig down here so we can just dump all the water in one big reservoir. We'll also want to acquire all of this down here at some point, but that can wait. Alright, so basically we've got this. And once we have this sealed in, I guess the next important thing would be figuring out how we want to appropriately mind you, expand from here. So just a really long door over here. That'll work. Let's speed up time, shall we? So we're not really doing anything else right now. We're just kind of watching the grass grow, so to speak. And you're not going to get stuck, are you? I would be very upset if you got stuck. But I feel with my poor planning that you may get... Oh, no, you actually didn't get stuck. Okay, that's good. All right, so we'll get just a sort of a horizontally stretch over here. Duplicate temperature. Well, it does look very hot over here. That's actually... Oh, this is an interesting reversal. Every game I've played, it always gets really cold over here and really hot. Well, actually, really hot down here. So we've got a nice warm area over here. So we're gonna want to keep an eyeball on this. There we go. All right, so keep an eyeball over here. Don't dig too far in here because it's probably gonna get all polluted and contaminated and just yucky. So eyeballs on that. Gotcha. Good idea. Our next plan, looking at the old oxygen meter doohickamabob, is... I guess we'll dig down, just have a carbon sink. And then we'll sort of start sealing rooms up and making things more or less proper. I'm also thinking maybe I should have built over here because it's cold, and we can put all our sci-fi researchy stuff over there. That would probably have been more effective, but oh well, live and learn. Speaking of living and learning, let us put down some beds. Just some simple beds for now. There we go. And we'll slowly start turning this into something that actually resembles an effective thing. Yes, that's very informative. All right, what do we got here? Space heater. Probably don't need that. Plumbing. We do want an outhouse, so once you are done mining all this out, we'll just kind of chuck it in the corner here. There we go. And yeah, sure, put the micro muncher literally right next to... Ah, there's no air down here. Gotcha. Oh, I should have seen that one coming. Right, I said something about building a carbon sink, didn't I? Yeah. Alright, we're gonna want to do something about that. For now, we'll plop one of these down. We will plop a microbe musher thingy over here. And let's see. Power, that's what we're looking for. We also need one of these and One of these. All right. And probably one of these as well. All right. And then we'll relocate all this by the by. And let's make this higher priority. This is all top priority. This stuff can come back later. We've got to get our oxygen and other things going. And at some point, let's slow down time a little bit so we can look at these jobs here. Power. Turn you guys off. You don't need to be working on power right now. Hydro fan, huh? Interesting. That's a new job that I don't recall seeing before. And, you know what? That's all the micromanaging I'm going to do of that. Fetching water, you say? Okay, requires water. So yeah, we are going to need to dig on down here. And I suppose another thing we might want to do eventually is seal off this whole corridor here. Of course, it's not necessarily a good idea having it like this either, is it? Yeah. I'm rethinking this plan. I already think we've made a bit of a mistake. This was not the best situation we could have put ourselves in, because it's not really effective, is it? It is entirely putting itself. Let's make a couple of these, just a couple for now. We don't have the ingredients, that's okay. We will get the ingredients over time. Take care of that when it happens. Alright, that's good enough. That's how we will prioritize things, and we will also prioritize, in fact, walling this up like this. And then we'll kind of dig down here and we'll sort of make things into separate rooms and such. Yeah, because that way I can seal this in, minimize oxygen loss, and all that good stuff. Alright. That is satisfactory. At least for now. We also need a storage shed at some point. But we'll worry about that later. For now, we are fine. Alright, everything is looking good. Looking good, feeling good. More or less okay. Alright. We're gonna pop a hole in that, put a ladder there, and we're gonna start digging down into little rooms. As obviously we want to make things a little bit more efficient, and part of efficiency, of course, comes from making sure that everything is appropriately worked out. And by worked out, I mean that we have a nice division of labor and so forth. Alright, now let's see here. We don't have access to the canvases yet. They're like 2 by 2, so 1, 2, and then we've got, yeah, so something 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5. We'll make each floor a little bit deeper, just because. All right, that, I think that's gonna more or less work out. 1, 2, 3, 4. You know what? Actually, that might not work out. Let's cancel that again. Once again, changing my mind. 1, 2. Oh. No, that was actually right before. Never mind. Alright. Cancel you and you. Instead, mine out you. Alright. So far, so good. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. And yeah. Yes, that's set. Now, that's gonna fall, isn't it? But there's no need to be worried about that. That'll take care of itself in due course. Alright. Good. We are set, we are done, we are ready, and we are prepared. More or less. More or less prepared for work and getting things done in something resembling a competent fashion, but not really. We'll also sort of start building our way up here just because. That'll take care of things. Let's look again at this. Yeah, our carbon sink does seem to be... Oh, we don't actually have a carbon sink. This is our pseudo-carbon sink. We're just kind of digging on down. Slowly but surely, we'll dump everything eventually. A lot of natural gases, huh? Natural gas geyser. That produces something for making power, isn't it? highly pressurized geyser that periodically erupts with natural gas, which apparently increases decor for some reason. I would not think that's what that would do, but apparently it does, so... Alright. Huh. Alright, so this is actually all pretty terrible so far, so we will need to work on that. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. First of all, let's just do a bit of basic research. We'll unlock some stuff. And, I mean, early game, we don't have too much to worry about when it comes to keeping these people happy, so we'll probably be fine. There's still no option to just relocate stuff, which is a touch bit unfortunate, but we'll get there eventually. Now, however, let us just keep on mining. There we go. Alright. And we're going to need a farm eventually. Let's take a look at our temperature. I mean, there is a lot of heat coming in here. What is actually causing the heat, I wonder to myself? Is it just naturally hot? Maybe it's just naturally hot. That's kind of an important thing to learn, I would imagine. Looks like we've actually made everything that we can for now, so let us open up the old research-a-majigger. Farming sounds like that would be the most important thing. Then we'll get interior decor to make people not go completely crazy. Make that an 8, and also, yeah, research. Research it up. Get it done. Alright. That's working out perfectly. Good. Though we do have problems with keeping everything going as far as we've just got a whole bunch of dirt lying around because we don't have a storeroom yet. So we should probably build a storage compactor over here, just hopefully help clean up some of this garbage that we've got lying around. Alright, again, so far, so good. Alright. Whoa, 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 what just happened? Ah, combat! You're being attacked. I didn't even notice you were there. Yeah, go ahead and kill him, please. Tasty meat. Someone can probably go ahead and eat that. Sweep that up, please. Okay. So, what am I doing exactly? Not sure what this room's gonna be yet. This big room might be a mess, or could be a mess hall, could be where everyone sleeps. I haven't quite decided yet. Actually, you know what? This could be the mess hall eventually. And, I mean, we're gonna have to move everything, but Rome was not built in a day. As long as we get a nice, solid foundation, we should be set. And I think we have something that resembles a solid foundation. At least we can pretend it is a solid foundation. And sooner or later, it'll all come together. Also, you can store everything. Thank you. It can also be high priority, because why not? Okay. Yeah. Did you just eat seeds? I really wish you hadn't done that. Yeah, we'll tell you to make a couple more mush bars. That's always good. We've still got plenty of water. Eventually, we'll kind of open up more stuff down there. And then there's just the great unknown. You know, that's almost something that I think maybe I should consider prioritizing, is just exploration. Once we've got a sustainable or semi-sustainable base set up here, probably should make that a higher priority, because we do kind of need oxygen in order to live. Yes, unrefrigerated food, that is going to be a problem. But that's also why we won't make too much food just yet. Alright, choose a duplicate. Who do we want? Let's see. Not bad. Also not bad. We have no one with creativity, though. That's less than ideal. Who do we want? Astrophobia, what's this? You cannot cook. Alright, that's good to know. Yeah, you're actually pretty high maintenance, so we'll go with you. We want at least a 4th person. And if we want to be really crazy, we'll make this a game where we literally cannot stop doing anything. Or can't stop accepting new people. That could be fun. Alright, I'm gonna maybe fiddle around with turning some jobs off. And that's the extent of what we're gonna do with that for now. We'll fiddle around with that in more depth later, but for now I think we've got everything in something that resembles functioning order. And once this is gone, we'll keep digging up here. We'll need... So, basically, what do we need right now? We need a mess hall, some kind of barracks, some kind of appropriate place for putting all our food and stuff in. Storage thing. We have a lot of stuff that needs to be done effectively. And... Actually, you know what? Maybe this could be the medical bay. Yeah. We'll just stick 2 of these in there for now, because, I mean, we do have someone who took a little bit of injury there. Yeah, that'll work. Or actually, no, you know what? Let's cancel that. What we will do instead is we will have 1 massage table, maybe 2 massage tables, and flower vase? Sure, why not? Flower vase looks okay. Yeah, this decor is pretty awful everywhere, so we'll have to do something about that in due course, but it's also not my top priority, so we'll get around to it when we get around to it, I guess. Actually, make you a 7, just to be sure that that gets sweeped up. I'm pretty sure that's how that'll work, but just to be safe. Alright, good. Probably want to mine some more of this algae as well, just to keep our algae stocks going, and wow, that actually got filled pretty fast. Faster than I was expecting, to be honest with you. But hey, that's alright. That is perfectly fine. The adventure will continue regardless. Do I even bother building anything like this? I think the answer is yes. I probably do bother building. Even if I don't, like, put actual doors on these, it will help a little bit just to have something that resembles a clean and tidy space. There we go. And plus, walling this off should help a little bit with preventing heat from spilling in. Probably. We'll see how that works out. Alright, that's, Wait. This requires power now? Oh, I did not know that. Must take a break when your stress reaches, let's say 84, fine, good enough. Minimum stress will be 20. This didn't always require power, did it? Alright. Oh, and I don't actually have anything to plant seeds with, so alright, in that case, I'll just deconstruct it, because we've finished our research, so it's time to move on to our next research task anyway. Man, this place is horribly cluttered. Let's go with interior decor, just to make sure that people end up being happy and don't go crazy on me. And so far, stress is not going terrible, but it's not going great either. Oxygen is reasonably okay, though it will not remain that way for too much longer, and I assume the reason this is not actually pumping out more oxygen is because all this carbon dioxide sitting here is kind of stifling it. Which makes a lot of sense, actually. What's this? Bristleberries. That's actually good. That'll help get us on the road to farming. Alright, so what do we have here? We have some pipes and things, and food. That's an important thing. Wait. I thought you told me I'd finished farming. I'm pretty sure I clicked on farming, and yet apparently I researched gas piping instead. Alright, well. You know what? It's fine. It's gonna work out. It'll work itself out. It'll be okay. Now then. I still think to myself, I mean, surely having all the heat in an already hot area is not wisest of choices. So perhaps what I should do is dig a little area out over here that'll be just kind of sealed off. Doesn't really matter to me if it has oxygen or not, and that's just where we'll stick the batteries. Does that make anything resembling sense? It might. It might not, but I like it because it's crazy, and no one will expect it. So, I guess with that in mind, and since no one else is actually getting any work done, because I haven't actually queued up any work to be done, let's mine our way over here. In the spirit of exploration, and also someone does not have a bed, so that's going to lead to horrible, horrible, horrible hurt feelings in the not too distant future. So let's move some stuff. Let's put some beds in here instead. There we go. Just put some beds there. That'll be fine. Not sure why I'm leaving that gap there. I just think that it makes sense to do so. Alright, yeah. So you guys dig over here. At the very least, we're exploring, and we'll find something cool and or new, possibly. Alright. That's working out. The core is almost done. We'll get to that in a moment. Alright. That's taken care of, so let's just assume this is all going to get done and start deconstructing these beds, which are apparently a higher priority than anything else. That is our research. Got a 9 just to make sure people do it. And immediately start working on farming. Alright. Now, we have no one who's capable of art, so that is going to be... It's going to result in terrible, terrible paintings, I have to assume. But, you know what? It might be okay. 6-tile radius. Alright. Hopefully our next duplicant that we bring up actually is capable of art. That'll be nice. And I guess our next... Let's see. I want this to be our storage area. The answer is yes. Yes, I do. Alright, so we'll stick our storage area right here. This will be our medical / massage parlor. This will be our battery storage eventually. In due course. Probably want to put a couple of doors here. And I mean, there are going to be some issues with oxygen. But I'm not going to worry about it too much. Probably smart thing to do would be to get some kind of like horizontal airlock door right here, which I do believe I can do. In fact, if I... Actually, yeah, that might be the plan indeed. I just get rid of this and put an airlock right here instead, because this corridor doesn't really need anything, probably. And we'll figure it out. We'll figure out exactly what we're doing in due course. There's always time, after all. Lots of carbon dioxide, some polluted ice, some granite, some abyssite. I mean, it's very cold over here. We also have our Wheezewort. This is what I'm counting on, is the cold to a nice storage area. We store all of our heat-producing things over here. And, yeah, also people suffocate slowly because there's no air being produced over here. Good job. Once we get like an oxygen transportation supply, then I can sort of like seal up these corridors and then pump oxygen only to places where we actually need it. For now we're fine. This is perfectly okay. Yes. Yeah, we'll mine our way directly into this, and we'll build a small room. All right, there's our research again. Finally, we have farming. Fine dining. Aquatic farm tile, I like that. Cooking station, also good. Farm tiles. Fertilizer maker, hydroponic farm. So looking at this is where we definitely start falling into I have no idea what I'm doing anymore territory, since I haven't played in the agricultural update at all. So this is all new and exciting stuff for me. And that is new and exciting. Oh, someone actually made this into a sculpture. Well, it is providing plus 11 decor, apparently. And this is providing plus 5.5 just by existing, so... Well, that's good. I might want to tell my guys not to actually do any art. Let's see here. Yeah, no one has any creativity, so let's not do that. We'll wait until we get someone who is actually capable of such things. Let's also make ourselves up a couple more mush bars. We appear to have a reasonable amount of food right now, but we are going to run out, so we are going to want to get farming going in not too distant future. Just like we're going to want to do something with this at some point in time. New hands, grinding, new friend. Alright, so everyone's okay so far. Not great, though. That's something we definitely have to work on. Okay, we've got our planter box. We've got our algae terrarium, which is okay, but I don't think that's, strictly speaking, what we want right now. So I'm going to put another algae deoxidizer over here. And we will start running our, our power through the walls, which makes a lot more sense than the way I've got it set up right now. We'll sort of do that, and then eventually we'll figure out how we're gonna do everything long-term wise. It also occurs to me this is actually a lot of work just to transport things, and it's gonna be moderately expensive, but at the same time, I think it's also going to be worth it in the long haul. So, yeah, we just chuck our batteries in there. Things will stay nice and cool. We might put a supercomputer in here as well, because I recall, let's see, this supercomputer back in the thermal update, that caused a lot of problems, if memory serves, with overheating, even when I stuck it in a frozen area, so we kind of want to be careful about that. That is very, very key priority. Still insufficient oxygen generation. That is also going to be a continued problem that I see us facing for the foreseeable future. But we'll get there. We'll get there. We're slowly bringing this little colony to life. More or less. It's going okay. No one's died yet. That's the important thing, even though we're horribly, horribly, horribly treating them. And there is no oxygen over here, so this is just basically a death trap over here that we are making them work in as our stress continues to mount. That's also going to be a continued problem, but you know what? It's okay. If we die, at least we learn a lesson and we can kind of work on that later. And of course, my other lesson that I always need to learn is that if you put everything at maximum priority, nothing gets done. You right there. Wait, yokel, what does that mean? Can't do research. That's fine. You have high strength, reasonably high creativity, low decor. You're good at digging stuff. You are our new diggerizer. Welcome to the colony, Ada. That also reminds me, I probably need to give you a bed. People do enjoy beds. Alright. There we go. Let's slowly get stuff done. Oh, you know what else I should do? Under jobs. Who is our best cook right now? Let's see. Cooking. You're the best cook, so I'm going to tell everyone else to kind of forget about cooking. That's perfectly fine. Now you can be our backup power generator person. That's okay. Build. There we go. Okay. Eventually, we need to work on putting together all of the things when it comes to actually ensuring that there is something that resembles an effective kind of distribution of labor. Right now, I'm not particularly concerned about that. Someday I will be, but for now we're fine. Sort of. At least I will pretend things are fine until everything falls apart, which is likely to happen sooner rather than later, knowing my track record for keeping people alive in games such as this. But, it works. For now, anyway. We've also got our Wheezewort here. That should keep us nice and safe. Alright. So yeah, once this is all done, we'll just chuck some batteries here, run some wire, and then kind of ignore it. I mean, I probably don't even need to worry about the batteries here, but just having them somewhere out of the way where I don't have to think about them makes my life easier. Alright, let's see here. There's a bunch of extra oxalite over here, so we might want to dig that out at some point. But we won't prioritize it just yet. Right now, the focus is just on trying to manage what I've got and failing miserably. Never forget the failing miserably part of it. But no one has died yet, which I guess is not exactly, the greatest thing to be able to claim. I can't have bragging rights for saying, hey, no one's died yet on cycle 7. That will be a problem eventually, but slowly but surely everything's going to come together. That I promise. I don't know when it'll happen, but it will happen. I might as well put the doors in here. The doors are there mostly just to look nice, but they also do serve a practical function of dividing rooms. For instance, this is going to be our storage room, so let's actually make sure that everything involving this is maximum priority, as well as this. There we go. Everything else, stay as you are. This, stay as you are as well. Okay, this is going to be the mess hall. Under that, we will put the kitchen. And reasonably... Or then again, it is actually kind of hot in this part of the world, so that may lead to some problems. I guess we'll just have to see what plants like the heat, what ones don't, and so on and so forth. Enable auto harvest. We will uproot that. Enable auto harvest of that as well. Yeah, that's actually going to be kind of problematic. What should I do to fix that? That is a good question. I guess a gas permeable tile. And just sort of dig down. And create a carbon dioxide trap. That sounds like a good idea. Alright. Thus, that is exactly what we'll do. We'll create a little trap under here. And we'll just let all the CO2 kind of slowly filter its way down. There we go. And that should create a nice little ladder. Of course, then again, this stuff is probably going to collapse. So let's move it just a little bit. Alright, we'll see how that works out. Should be fine. Maybe. Alright, so all the CO2 falls down here. And after that happens, we end up in comparably good shape. Alright, there we go. This is going to be a ridiculous amount of storage, but it's going to be okay. More or less. Possibly. We might need to build a couple more of these algae deoxidizers. But we'll worry about that when we get there. Let's not open too much space here. I mean, we're going to be opening a lot of space. Just with this, mostly so I can work on getting this done. Alright, good. Let's also prioritize getting that power line run. Again, this is probably, like, far more work than is really necessary. But I like it. It feels good to me. Plus, that way, if for some reason the batteries explode, then we're safe. Okay. So far, so good. Oh, again, it would probably be better if I had, like, a vertical hatch here. And we worked on things in that general fashion. But, again, I'm happy with how things are turning out so far. The colony is looking... It's actually looking reasonably okay, except for the fact that there is, like, a painfully low amount of oxygen over here. It's also apparently ever so slightly toxic. That is also probably something to be concerned about. Alright. So we'll leave things like this for now until our colonists are in shape to take care of it. Which they are not just yet. And our artist will work on the art. That's good. Everything is coming together. Power is being generated. People are not quite managing to die. Let's pay attention to what's going on over here. I mean, it looks like there might actually be a little bit, like if there's multiple people, like people coming in and coming out, then there's a bit of oxygen getting lost. But for the most part, we're okay. We've now also completed all of the basic research. So, that means if we want any more done... Oh, and good, we've also unlocked regular-sized batteries, which also serves me just fine. And we'll kind of just stick our batteries in here. Eventually, I'll probably uproot that, and then we'll be able to fit another one. We'll fit in 3 big batteries. And, yeah. The heat they produce should be offset by this, and we might kind of create a little locked-in area for the supercomputer over here, but for now, everything is okay. Relatively speaking. What do I want to make you out of? I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter. And I also suspect that it does not matter what I put in this area, it's always going to have really low core rating. Oh, we might be able to offset it a little bit. We do have people who live and work over here, so that is something to keep in mind. Alright. I mean, so far, the colony is actually holding together. And I'm a little surprised that things are going as well as they appear to be going right now. I am happy that they're going as well as they appear to be going right now. Because that means I have not managed to completely screw it up. That part will come later. Oh, you know what I just realized? The reason no one's going down here is because they can't get down here. There we go. Ladder that up. Invalid construction. Don't worry about that. You'll build it once someone actually digs there. We're taking our time. Don't worry about it. Maybe I should temporarily let oxygen just kind of build out here. We'll see, though. We'll see. Alright, we've got a nice little conduit line going here. It's not all the way built in here, though, yet. So let's increase the priority over here. Make sure that gets done. And let's not queue up anything else for a while. Let's sit here. We will wait. We will let... There we go. We've got all of our masterpieces. It's beautiful. I mean, nothing says art like having a bunch of perfectly identical portraits all lined up, just constantly staring at you while you're trying to sleep. It's beautiful. That's what art is all about. Is creeping people out. If you can understand what the art is about, then you're not doing it right. Or something like that, apparently. Oh, mine this as well. Mine all the things. Good. Alright. Thumbs up so far. Colony is coming well. Storage is eventually going to happen. Once I, stop prioritizing everything at priority 9. Because as I often say, if you make everything priority 9, then everything might as well be priority 0, because it just doesn't get done. Ooh, wait. Puffs. I remember you guys. You do something for me. An extremely buoyant, non-aggressive species, the puff rids itself of excess pathogens by excreting slime. Right. Now, you say you're cold, however. Really? Apparently it is 21.1 degrees Celsius. What is your preferred temperature? You prefer... wow, you apparently like it hot. So what you're telling me, game, is that what I really ought to do... Yeah, you eat toxic gas, right? And you excrete slime, which is also useful for us. Very useful, in fact. And it actually looks really warm around these parts, so I'm not entirely sure what their problem is. Let's just ignore them for now. We know they exist and they're producing slime, so we'll get to that eventually. And you know what? No. This is not the time to sleep. You guys are going to keep the entire... You're going to work all night long in order to get this place spick and span. Alright. We will cancel this, though, because there's no way to get it. Alright. Probably not the best way of doing things, but I'm crazy. I do things my way. And, if they work, that's good. If they don't, not so good. And as long as I'm not doing that every single day, I'm sure things will work out. Alright. Good. Got everything set to sweep. We've got stuff to be built. We're sweeping stuff. We're building stuff. Work is happening. and people are doing good stuff. That's really all I ask of my colonists, is that they do good stuff. Still no batteries, that's okay. I'm actually wondering to myself what this room should be now. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hello. You're a hatch. Nocturnal scavenger that will consume anything within reach that fits into its large mouth. The waste excretions of a hatch can be used as fuel. It also provides decor, huh? Do I really want to let this thing just run around eating my stuff, though? That's the real question. Oh, this is already full. And... Whereas I suppose I should have seen that coming, to be honest with you. You know what, I'll leave the hatch lying around for now. That'll be fine. That'll be good. It's... Just... Don't eat everything, please. I mean, it's pooping out coal, so that's probably good, right? It's good enough for me, so I'll accept it. For the time being, it's happy, it's good. Oh, actually, you know what? I was wrong. The decor around here is, in fact, pretty good. It's good enough that people probably won't go completely crazy anyway. Alright, you're getting work done, so that's... Okay, here we go. Now we should be set with storage for the rest of the game, if I were to guess. There we go. We have our ladder down here, which is also good. Which means that our carbon trap is slowly picking up here. Though I also notice that we are having some issue with oxygen there. So the smart thing to do might actually be to move all this stuff down. Let's add one more duplicant, because we do have one more bed. Who would I want to recruit? Let's see here. You have flatulence. You have noodle arms. And strength is actually kind of an important thing if I were to guess. You also have flatulence, and you don't like cooking. But you are a good tinkerer, and I don't think we have one of those, so... You know what? Welcome to the colony, Travoldo. There we go. Fun times. Alright. So I think at this point, we'll just kind of sit back. I'm not going to queue up any more work. I'm not going to try doing any more work. We're just going to sit here and get everything done. Though I noticed one guy had like a nose icon, so I assume everyone is dirty. So at some point, we are going to want to do something about that. What do I need for a shower anyway? Sanitation research. That'll come in due course. For now, however, we are just going to sit back and enjoy the fact that we are not dead. Alright, this is our carbon trap. So, let us go ahead and deconstruct this. I'll keep the ladder here for now, and we're going to want to rework a lot of this eventually at some point. Actually, there's a lot of algae here, so let's try sweeping it up before we seal this off. And, yeah, you can actually still climb up there, so I'll be fine. Okay. So far... So good, sort of. What's going on up here? Polluted oxygen. Good to know that apparently the polluted stuff is floating to the top. I like that. That keeps us safe. Let's up this to priority level 7, as well as this. Just to see if stuff gets done. Oh yes, these are 9s, because we do want those batteries built. And again, I'm confident that it'll stay nice and cold in here, and that'll take care of that. And actually, I guess, you know what? We'll just put the supercomputer in here. As long as we're not using it all the time, we'll probably not die a horrible, painful death. I do kind of want research to keep progressing. Just because that's, I mean, continual research is a good idea. Alright, so this is actually popped open now, so we've got a massive carbon sink over here. The oxygen will slowly pump its way back out, and everyone will be happy. Works out for me. Well, everyone will be more or less happy. I mean, can't please everyone, but you can sort of balance things, more or less. Alright, get the rest of that stuff sweeped up, please. Alright. And I guess I might as well, let's see, what would be important? Power regulation, combustion, what does this give us? A coal generator, that's... And if we started a hatch farm, I suppose we could do something with that. Filtration, percolation. I don't know, what do you think? What would be most important for us right now? Better farming, sanitation, so we can get people cleaned up. Let's go fine dining for now, just because that way we get some more research options going for us. Should balance itself out in time. Hopefully, maybe. That will be... I mean, that's something we'll keep our eyeballs on and see how that plays out. And also, we'll increase the priority over here, as we often do. Alright. Now let's just sit back, zoom out as much as we can for the time being, and just kind of watch the magic happen. Oh, wait. Actually, that's not true. There's one more thing I want to queue up, and that is decor in here. Right. Alright. Queue that up, and that's it. Actually, you know what? Let's cancel all the sweeping. Ah, no, I didn't mean to cancel the power grid, though. Though I should have seen that one coming. Alright, so... Bloop, bloop, and bloop. Okay. There we go. Alright, there. We'll worry about sweeping stuff up later. For now, though, let's just see this wonderful world of ours slowly get built. Make you a 7 priority. And that should more or less cover our needs. Oh, wait a minute. Do we not have any... Oh no, we do have all kinds of copper. Alright, we're set. Good. So now we just sit back, relax, and let life take its course. That should be fine. There is a food shortage, though, so I guess I do have to step in here. There we go. Alright. I don't know if we have any lice loaf, so we'll queue that up. In fact, we are missing that, so... Oh well, we'll get that kind of stuff going eventually. Alright. Things are coming together. We'll get our battery power. Everyone will be happy. You know what? I don't know if I like that hatch. What is it eating? Consume anything. Wait a minute. Follow cam. That's a new feature. I can follow it around, see what it's doing. And I do like the fact that we're getting coal, because coal is useful for power. But on the other hand, I am mildly concerned that it's going to eat stuff that we actually need. So you know what? Let's just go ahead and kill it. There we go. That worked out. Okay. Now we're not going to touch the game until all of this is built up. And let's see here. Alright, good. So overall, our general strategy of basically just doing stuff about caring about the consequences is actually working out okay. I mean, no one's dead yet. But, Marie, why are you... Where's Marie? Marie, why are you idle? Yeah, I get it. There is a food shortage. I am aware of this. But, I can't do anything about it until someone decides to actually get around to cooking that stuff. So, who is our cook again? Also, Marie, you can, in fact, deliver and build. I changed my mind. I want you to be doing stuff. Okay. This will be fine. Everything will come together once we get the farm up and running, which should happen at some time between now and the heat death of the universe, so just be careful about it. Oh, poor Marie. You are dying over there. Alright, but there, good. That's going to produce a lot of extra power for us. Keep that all nice and stored up. And in fact, apparently, stress around here is 0. So things are actually working out more or less okay, despite my gross mismanagement of resources, people, and just things in general. Alright, so I think to myself, well, once that gets powered up, then we can work on our, of course, our fine dining research. That way we can get full farms going. And we might not actually want full farms, at this particular stage of the game, it might be better just to stick with those planter boxes. We'll have to kind of weigh the pros and cons of that as we move along. And also, I lied again. We're going to mine up this algae just to make sure we have it. Just to be safe. Since we are probably going to need that. People are also dying down here, so it makes sense to me that we get... Well, do we want an algae terrarium? And there is a lot of CO2. There's actually a lot of oxygen that's apparently down here and not getting up here. So that... something to help push the CO2 down might be a good idea. We'll put that there for now. And I'm not sure, efficiency-wise, whether one of these or one of these would be better for us, but we'll learn about that in due course. People are smelly and ugly and not very happy. Let's look at how the temperature's going over here. So far, no one is exploding, which does make me happy. I notice that our colonists are actually kind of a color of orange here, so they are either... they're hot. Most of our colonists are hot. Good for them. I mean, that's not actually... Actually, it's really cold over here. What's going on? Kind of interesting looking at all this. Oh, yeah, look at that. This is all very cold, which works out reasonably well enough. Well, I guess I can kind of understand why these hatches are... or not these hatches, these puffs. Why they're a little unhappy. I mean, it is actually... it is kind of cold over here. Alright. Absolute zero, huh? Nothing gets that cold. Which is probably good for me. What is this? Pincha pepper plant. I gotcha. That's a nifty little, you're funny. Pincha pepper. Alright. Good stuff. So, with any luck... yeah, we're halfway there. And it actually seems like the temperature on this thing is not getting that crazy, so we're actually okay. Things still look reasonably nice in the various places. Who's that? Oh! I'm wondering what... whoa, 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 Trivaldo, what are you doing? Valdo. Oh, you actually are a reasonable artist, so I guess I won't turn you off that. We'll... of course, part of the reason I'm ignoring... like, really micromanaging, like, setting what people's work is because we're live, and I don't really want to do that live, because I feel that would be kind of boring. And not as exciting to watch. So, we've got that going for us. Alright. We've got our research. Let's see what kind of food we've got going on here. Okay. Cooking station. Cooks improved food recipes using multiple ingredients. Good. Alright. Aquatic farm grows a single plant when sown. Must be submerged in liquid. This is probably going to want to replace this. Hydroponic farm grows a single plant when sown with a seed. Allows liquid delivery for plant irrigation. Oh, this goes down here. Oh, I see. And how is this better than what we've got? Run speed plus 50%. Can be rotated before construction. Really? How do I rotate it? Can we rotate it before construction? What does that mean exactly? I'm not being told what, wait, does that mean I could build and have plants growing out of the walls? I like that. I actually like that a lot. Well... I guess if down here is going to be the farm, then I might as well remove these tiles and replace them with farm tiles. Oh, wait. Yes, there we go. Queue everything up. Yeah, we'll just replace it. There we go. And cancel this. Okay. This will be our farm, and we'll see how this plays out for us. I'm sure it'll be fine. Let's actually just uproot this thing so we can get its seed, and then we can plop it on in there. Yeah, I get it. Food shortage. There we go. We'll queue up some mush bars. Everyone is unhappy due to the poor quality of life that I have provided for them. We have a fertilizer maker. We have a composter. Well, I guess we could. I'll just stick it down here. Why not? We'll move that somewhere else eventually, but we'll make fertilizer down there. Oh, crap. I didn't mean to do this. Oops. That was a mistake. There, I'll replace you. Or at least we will eventually. Alright. I cannot wait until the day comes where we can actually move stuff into different slots and whatnot. Like if I could say, you know what, I put you in the wrong place. Instead of just removing you, let's move you over here, or whatever. That'll come in time. Our oxygen production is definitely insufficient. Yes, I understand. We need research. Temperature, we haven't had any problems with that. Percolation, the electrolyzer, and the air scrubber. That's okay. Power transformer. This has the, let's see, air deodorizer, sanitizer, med bay. What am I looking for? I am looking for something. Hydro fan, liquid valves. Where is it, and what am I looking for? Hydrogen generator. Using piped-in water. I'll research the... No, we'll research sanitation first. Right, it's a slime generator, I think, because the slime generator creates algae, puts out contaminated water. Right. I remember now. There's like a way to create sort of a... I don't think it was a completely self-sustaining loop, but it was a way of... Do I want anyone? Let's have a look. I mean, you're actually... I like your strength. I always like people with good strength. But we really need another person right now. The answer is not really. But you know what? I'm gonna hire you anyway. You're actually definitely the last duplicant we're gonna bring in for a bit, just on the grounds that if I bring in anyone else, we're gonna have to expand the base. And I don't really feel like doing that, because that sounds like it requires work. And work is not what I feel like doing right now. Yeah, food shortage. Just keep on pumping out those mush bars. We'll get lice loaf eventually. Oh my, may cause diarrhea. We're gonna want to upgrade our food quality. Alright, yeah. Probably should have prioritized getting more food going sooner, but you know what? I'm a madman who doesn't care about the lives of my people, apparently, so let's not worry about these little things. There we go. Might as well work on that. We can get people to go ahead and work on their stress. I mean, it's not like anyone is particularly stressed out, but we might as well have it just in case. Just in case. Like, for days when I want to make everyone work all night long. Why not? Get it done. Build for me my slaves. I mean, duplicants who are valued citizens of the community. Why are you prioritizing this before this? Do I not have the material? What do I need, anyway, as far as material is concerned? Oh, wait, you're moving stuff in. What is required for one of these? Let's see. I'm obviously missing something. Food tile required... No, I've got all kinds of dirt. So why are you guys not building this stuff? It's at a higher priority than all of this, yet no one is building it. What is going on here? You, sir. Prioritize building over here. Are you skipping? Did I authorize skipping? I don't think I did. Oh, I can probably also turn that off now. Or research has become completed. That's good. We've got our sanitation solutions. We'll get percolation going. We are going to need to work on upgrading our oxygen supply. We actually have... Let's see. We have access to water. No meal lice, though. We'll produce some more of that. I mean, we're kind of producing food on an as-need basis. Why aren't you guys building this? Construction pending. Air is unbreathable. You know what? Actually, deconstruct you. You're actually proving to be completely useless. And instead... Wait. Why are some of these tiles... Hang on. Cancel everything. I'm starting to see where my problem might be. And namely, that there are tiles being built here that are not the tiles I want. Yeah. There's tiles overlapping tiles here. What the heck is going on here? That's it. There's some kind of glitch going on where you can't build because there's technically the plans for something here. Alright, we'll work on that. In the meanwhile, let's build another one of these. And run our power line through this. That's probably not going to have any side effects in the future. Alright, there we go. Now we can plant stuff. We want to plant our mealwood, I should think. There we go. And what else do we have here? Pinch of pepper, sleet wheat. Not sweet wheat, apparently. Plant that. Alright, so yeah, we'll work on this. We'll get everything planted. We'll build all our stuff. We'll figure out what horrible, horrible things I have done with this. And yeah, maximize the priority of everything in this room. Eventually, something will get done. Alright, we'll fix it. I can fix this. It'll take a while, but I can fix it. Probably. Alright, good, excellent. Alright, so how many points do we have right now? Let's see, 5 cycles, 10 to 30 degrees, 150 Gs minimum. Very toxic in here. Oh, where's all this polluted oxygen coming from? I miss the old gas tiers where that would actually show a different color for polluted oxygen. That way I could have a better idea of what I was... Oh, hey there! Hi! Cat's been kind of quiet for a while, so I got to go and look over there. But yes, progress is being made. Our little colony is slowly coming together. And very specifically, we are finally going to get rid of our food shortage. Or at least that's what I'm claiming is going to happen. We shall see if that actually does come to fruition or not. Alright, so that's basically... That's all the plants we have access to for now. We're going to want to try to get our grubby little paws on more plants. I should just mine the rest of this out, actually. That would save us a little bit of trouble. Because that way we just have more water in there. But then again, that might flow up into there, and bad things could happen all around. Perhaps instead, as I look at this, maybe we will dig up here and see if we can get a hold of these plants. Like, what kind of plants are we looking at? We've got some more mealwood. We have bristle blossom, bristle briar, bristle blossom. We have a hatch. It's living over there. We have more mealwood. Yeah, you know what? That seems like a wise expedition. We'll say that's a level 8 priority. And we'll cancel that, because we don't really need that. And there we go. That's what we'll do. Now, a really smart thing to do would probably be to try to get some kind of, like, oxygen suits or something so that people could actually breathe down here. But alas, there is no such thing available as of yet, anyway. Thoughts, that's all good. I mean, shower would be nice. I'm sure people would appreciate being able to clean their hands and wash themselves up. Eventually. Like with this hand sanitizer, but we don't have bleach stone. Where is bleach stone? Where would I find that, I wonder to myself, as I've seen it before, but I've never taken the time to actually try acquiring it. Let's see, we've got some sand, igneous rock, some more slime. Lots of slime, really. It's just slime everywhere. More obsidian, more obsidian. I can't even remember what bleach stone looks like. It's been so long since I've seen it. This natural gas is going to be useful at some point. Not today, though. Here it is. Here's all the bleach stone. And chlorine gas. That'll melt your lungs if you breathe that in, so... We'll worry about that in due course. But alright, we've got ourselves a farm going. That will keep us safe for the time being. I should think. And... Alright, so at this point in time, really, all we need to do is work on managing our situation. Because we are producing oxygen. That's good. Something that's always kind of confused me a little bit, but I assume has to do with the type of plants we're growing here, is that plants produce oxygen. So surely you'd think just planting a bunch of stuff would kind of solve our carbon dioxide issue. But then again, I'm not a chemist, and I may be entirely wrong on how that works. I don't think we need any of this as of yet. That'll be an important thing someday, but for now, I'm just going to work on keeping things going as they are. And eventually... Well, might as well get the combustion engine going. That's always good. Yeah, we'll figure things out. We've got good life going on here. Things are holding themselves together in something that resembles a functioning fashion. And once we figure out exactly where we're going with life, then that should work out. But everyone's happy. That's the important thing. I do wonder to myself if it actually makes any sense having our farm down here and building a mess hall up here. The answer is probably not, but that's the way I've built it, so we're just gonna have to... We're gonna have to deal with that for the time being. Oh yeah, well, I'll just set that to be continuous for now. Every time I don't, I end up forgetting that we actually do need food to live. And that can prove to be somewhat problematic. Actually, this system is working out quite nicely so far. It's not too hot, not too cold. In fact, we're staying reasonably temperate so far. I imagine once we get more mechanical bits going, that it'll be somewhat more difficult to manage all this, but with our current setup as it is, I think we're okay. I'm gonna uproot some of this stuff. Yeah, we'll uproot the mealwood. And the muckroot, why not? What does muckroot do? Edible fruit that cannot reproduce. Alright, I'll just auto-harvest it. In that case, we'll leave the muckroot where it is. We'll just kind of bring it back at... No. Don't just ignore that. Come on. Okay. Yes, we have some more mealwood seeds that we can plant. There we go. And that, we can go ahead and set things to... Toasty... Really, it's too hot? Huh. Interesting. Cannot irrigate. I probably should have just built the irrigated thing so I could eventually automate this whole system, but I was feeling lazy, so I didn't. It's a terrible reason to do anything in life, but it is what it is. We've still got these glitched out tiles here. Yeah. It's actually immensely frustrating, but at least we know that's a thing that can show up, so we'll worry about that eventually. Got our fertilizer, we have... How are you doing? You seem to be happy so far as I can tell. And your normal... we've got the right temperature, the right gas pressure, I think. Let's see here. Looks like it's okay. Harvest rating, temperature, polluted water. Polluted water? Oh, wait, that must be what it's producing. Alright. At some point, I should take a moment to slow down and really look at this, but that can wait. That can wait for a future time. Mild concern that we're probably going to have is running out of water eventually, so we might want to go looking for a geyser, actually. And there's got to be a geyser around here somewhere. we've got our infinite source of slime and algae over here. Let's actually just disable the building for now. Yeah. We don't need any more duplicates for the time being. So, just be happy with what we've got. And we'll balance everything as the need arises. Oh, there's actually a puffed right up here. Not bad. Not bad, says I. Alright then, so, when it comes to mess tables, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 duplicates. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I guess just the 7th can go right there. Why am I putting these gaps in here? I guess in case I decide to do something like this at some point. I don't think we need that light. It's not really doing anything for us. It's not hurting us. It's not helping us. So, we won't let ourselves get too concerned. As of yet. I'll put the fridge over here. Just off to the side where it's not in our way or causing anything resembling a problem. There we go. And I guess I might as well set the orders to start mining over here. That's gonna release some polluted water, which could be problematic, but it'll all work out. There we go. And we'll just set up the wall there, and so far so good. Happy days all around. Alright, this is a very nice and relaxing setup we've got going here. And that makes me happy. Alright. Our batteries are running a little low, though, so I probably do need to do something about that, such as, say, getting people to produce more power. But, again, that's something we can always get around to. Whenever I feel like doing it. And I guess probably makes a lot of sense to turn this off so it's not sucking power, because we're not using these right now. I kind of wish the medical cot just automatically, like people would just automatically go to it and I didn't have to assign people to it. Because it does seem like a bit of micromanagement, but other than that, it's okay. Of course, if I'm going to nitpick anything, the real question, of course, is how the heck am I planting these portraits here? Like, what's holding them up? It's like just an open wall here, as far as I can tell. Well, that's not questioning. Well, then again, it's sort of like an ant farm type thing. That's obviously like the wall of the ant farm behind us. Yeah, I do need another power generator doohickamabob here. We cannot leave it as it is. That will not do. Oh, didn't even realize there was oxalite being pumped out here. Seems almost like a waste, really. Oh well. Anyway. Don't you just love the creativity of our duplicates? I mean, it's just keep making the same portrait again and again and again. And we're also done with our research, so let's go for our performance combustion. Aha! There we go. That's infinite power right there, because we have, well, I assume it's not infinite power. Actually, how does that work? It says it converts natural gas, but how do I do that exactly? Do I build it on the geyser or just nearby? I guess we'll find out soon enough. So we'll want to create a little airtight room in here. That'll suck up all that stuff. We have unrefrigerated food. We are still not producing enough power. So I guess, for the time being, we might want to stick some extra power generators over here. Like so. That'll be fine eventually. And yeah, that should be fine. Perfectly fine. Everyone will be very happy. Don't do that. Like this, and this, and this, and this. Good enough for me. You know what? Instead of light, we'll just put another one of these in there. Oh! Oh my god! Someone actually made a different type of painting. It's a mediocre painting. Who did it? It was probably you. Alright, so now, well, at least, I mean, it makes sense. It's a picture of some meat and some fruit, so. Alright, good enough for me. Wait a minute. You've got soggy feet, do you? Yeah, that actually, admittingly, that is probably a bit of an issue. Does create an interesting situation for us, because we are presumably eventually... Well, then again, no. We've got all the ingredients for an infinite supply of algae and water with all these puffs. We just need to get the puffs into the right locations. And once we have that going... And I've got to be honest, to a certain degree, it feels like the game has gotten a little bit easier, which, like, when it comes to managing stuff, because we've got all kinds of new options. We have this, which is basically, I assume, an infinite source of power. Made a mess. It's produced... What did you do? Ah, no! No, not it! Don't oh, wait, thank God. I was gonna say, don't contaminate the... Don't contaminate drinking water. Thank God we don't need to provide drinking water for our duplicants. That would cause a lot of problems, I can tell you right now. Okay. Obviously I have been neglecting to build enough outhouses for our people. We could make a lavatory, but that also sounds like it would require a lot more work on my part. So instead, we're going to build a couple lavatories in here. That should take care of things and get everyone off my back. Everyone, of course, being the duplicants, who are no doubt going to be complaining about all the problems they have in life as a result of my negligence. Okay, there we go. Alright. Alright, that'll be fine. It'll be fine. It's good. It's fine. We're coming together. We're coming together with singular purpose. A lot of sand is falling, though. Which is also something. Alright, we need people mopping this stuff up. We can't have all this urine just lying around here. It just won't do. Alright. Is it really that hot, though? It doesn't look that hot to me, but apparently the game feels that it is. Okay, and look, the tiles have been built, and yet there's still these little overlines here. So that is interesting. There we are. Huh. I guess they're gonna stay there probably until I next build or next load up the game or something. You know what? I'm also going to, for the time being. Oh crap! I got rid of the power lines as well when I was doing that, which was very bad. All right, that'll fix that, hopefully. And we'll slowly replace what we've got now with actual these hydroponic things, so we can pump the water directly. Yeah, I know about polluted water. Thank you for the alert. We have all kinds of polluted oxygen. People are probably, understandably, not very happy with my performance. Specifically the duplicants who are living here. Oh, there's polluted water over here. Yeah, mop that up. Alright, good. Oh boy. This colony is certainly something, isn't it? Alright, we're making good progress here. People are getting work done. Power is being produced. Life is happening. And food is, at some level, being made. Okay, so I'll say do that. We haven't produced enough meal lice yet. Cannot irrigate. That's okay. Don't worry about that. It's growing. We've got the ideal air pressure. Working out nicely. Core is -10, but that's okay because we weren't really expecting this to be a super place to live. But I guess if people are unhappy with the decor, specifically our duplicants, then let's do something about it. What is this? Hydroponic farm. Right, we'll ignore the hydroponic farms for now. We'll get our water in there. There'll be time for that another day. For now, we are going to just ignore it and pretend that everything's fine. Our colony of serene timeline is very serene and time-ish. I should probably sweep all this stuff up at some point. So let's put that as a 7 priority, as a, you know, just do it when you have the time kind of thing. There we go. And overall, I'm satisfied with the progress of our colony. It's not great, but it's not bad. Of course, then again, maybe I'm being too hard on myself. I mean, overall, I would say that we're not really suffering any major deficiencies. We actually do have insufficient oxygen generation, apparently, according to this. But, You know what? That actually might be a problem. Hang on a second here. Raw, where is that? Where are you? Organic. No, we've got all kinds of algae. What are you talking about? Get that algae in here. I mean, I probably should mine more algae. Just to make sure we keep on top of that, because we are going to run out at some point in the future. And it would be best if we tried to head that off. I mean, again, we're going to want to get access to these puffs over here. Oh, here's a steam geyser. Alright, so there we go. Here's our infinite source of water. Here's our infinite source of power. Once we actually get around to digging down there. And, alright. And there is still quite a bit of work that we do need to work on doing in order to make sure that everything actually comes together in something resembling an efficient fashion. Because if we look at our oxygen situation here, I mean, we have it. Bit of a low concentration. It's actually pretty good here. It's kind of average there. It's good enough where people are actually living. We've got our carbon sink. Things are like, progress is being made here and there. And I'm actually thinking to myself, the time has probably come just to, like, dig this down. Keep this as a gas-permeable tile. Just for now. Help things continue to fall on down there. Alright. And the water level is dropping. So, that's another thing to keep our eyeballs on. What is all this gas anyway? It's all polluted oxygen. Gotcha. So, we do want to be cautious of that. I don't know if we just want to pop open this and just hope for the best, or if we actually, you know, I guess we'll sort of set this stuff up. We will open things and we will see how it comes together. It may turn out beautifully. It may actually turn out quite terribly. Everything is set to auto harvest, right? It appears to be. Sooner or later, though. Why are you not getting power? What have I failed to do? Aha! I knew I would have failed something. I'm disappointed that's what I failed to do, but, you know, that's life. Sometimes these things happen. Alright, so that'll hopefully solve our oxygen issues down there. And then everything will sort of come together. More or less. I might want to put more oxygen or gas permeable tiles just so that we can assist filtering stuff down. Mop all this. Sweep all this. Because we want things to be relatively clean. Temperatures are still reasonable, except if you're a bristle blossom. What is your ideal temperature anyway? Is 20 degrees. Or that is your... Am I reading that right? Or is that the no, that's the actual temperature. Never mind. What is your ideal temperature then? Let me see if I can see this, because I'm clearly missing it. Bristle blossom. Bristle blossom. Bristle blossom. Toasty surroundings. Wait. Between minus 23 and 23, temperature... Oh, it's 26. Okay, that... I can understand where that becomes a problem. I gotcha now. Alright, maybe we'll uproot that. We'll do some more farming stuff elsewhere. Alright, so yeah. Let's prioritize getting these ladders built. Hello? There's priorities for something up there, which... Oh, those are plants! Does that mean I can kind of cheat the system and figure out where plants are on the map? The answer is yes. Wow, that keeps going down for quite a distance. What about up? Let's go up for quite a distance as well. It does. Well, that's interesting, though. So we have plenty of room to go exploring in the future. That's always good. Got a whole bunch of toxic water dripping down here, which, again, we're not going to worry about too much. Unless it leaks into the good water, which would be less than ideal. Alright. Let's get some high priority digging going here. Mine you, mine you. You. Actually, cancel you. Alright. Let's get this set up. So we kind of have a natural ladder going down is my thought process here. Alright. That's probably low enough. So we'll dig this out. This is all unbreathable. So actually, hang on. We'll cancel here. So we're probably going to want to build some kind of airlock system here. And then we will build our way in here. We'll set up our natural gas system. Let's actually have a look at that. Because I did unlock that, didn't I? I did not. Okay, never mind. We're working towards unlocking it. That's what we're doing. Okay. So in due course. But for now, everyone is going. They're getting their sleep. Something I didn't check, but apparently is not an issue, is... Are none of you guys actually gonna go ahead and take care of this stuff? I would really like it if you would take care of the mealwood. And the fact that I have to manually click on every single one of these to make it a priority 9 is just a little bit frustrating, but sometimes that's how life ends up working. I'm assuming this will get dealt with at some point in the future, so that, you know, you don't have to manually click on this like that. And let's see here. Alright. Okay. That should get things working more or less in order. At least that's my hypothesis for the time being. And, alright, so everything's working out. We've got all our puffs here. We'll probably want to dig something eventually so they can hang out over here. And, yeah, because, actually, that would be really good, because if we have all the puffs over here, then they'll also produce oxygen for us, because they suck all the pollution out. Which, depending on how depending on if polluted oxygen sinks or rises, I'm not entirely sure. I would assume it would sink, just because I have to assume polluted oxygen has extra stuff added to it, which means it would be heavier. So I might even want to figure out a way to corral these things down, if such a thing is even possible, which I have to assume it is. It would just require a little bit of work. Like, look at that. We have all this polluted oxygen over here, which I assume is a result mostly of all of this gross stuff that we've got going on over here. Alright. We can cancel this. Now we're going to make mealwood lice from now on. Or at least, hopefully, from now on. Let's take a quick look in at our decor again. Actually, overall, it's pretty good. People are happy, though stress is going up again. So let's go find Nicola. Alright, there you are. Let's follow you around. Interrupted sleep, grimy hands, soggy feet. Okay. Does this go away on its own, or do I have to treat this, I wonder to myself? You know what? Just to be safe, I'll tell Nicola okay, I want you to stop following him around then. Yeah, Nicola, you can go and do stuff, I guess. If such a thing becomes necessary. Actually, probably what the apothecary or rejuvenator is for, isn't it? Or no, yeah, the apothecary right there. It says cure diseases by producing medicine, so we'll want to work on that. And I guess we'll need to make a proper med bay at some point, because this is... Or just get rid of these massage tables. Yeah, we're gonna have problems now, is what I'm realizing because of that whole soggy feet incident. But I'm sure it'll find a way to work itself out. Eventually. So now everyone's happy, and things are working out, and life is grand. Or at least as grand as can be expected, given our situation over here. Okay. There we go. A little bit of this. That should take care of that. Alright, so overall, I am happy with things. I mean, we've made it almost 21 cycles without any major mishaps. I mean, the big thing that we're gonna... Wait, why did you run out of power for a second? Wait, why are you not getting power? Because there's lots of power. I mean, according to these batteries, there is nothing but power. You confuse me, refrigerator thing. It also occurs to me you have a lot of food in there. We've been producing far too much food, probably. Let's make another refrigerator. Make that a high priority as well. Just because we have a lot of stuff on the go, and we want to make sure that it all gets done at some point in the not-too-distant future. Okay, good. Maybe try mopping up this polluted water while we're at it. I don't have high hopes that it's actually going to get done, but it might. Alright, so we've opened up this space right here. This Puff is still producing slime for us, so that's good. And he's all alone. I wonder if eventually there's going to be a way to breed these animals. It's just the one lonely Puff right now. What causes Puffs to even exist? That's my question. Lots of questions indeed. And yet, no answers. At least not right now. Kind of nice when the Puff ends up dropping everything. Oh, wait. I just realized there could be a problem here. If it drops the stuff into water, that could slowly make it toxic, couldn't it? So let's just be safe, and we'll kind of create a little roof right there. And that will hopefully manage those things for the time being. Alright. Everything has its place and is coming together nicely. Let's see here. Food. Organic, I would assume. Field ration, muck root, meal lice. Yeah, we've got a good setting going on here. Things are reasonable. All right, so our next big goal is just getting this natural gas geyser to kind of pump out its stuff. Any luck, that will solve any and all power problems. Once we go and get this steam geyser, that'll solve our water problems. Not that we have any water problems right now. I mean, we have this reservoir, but it never hurts to have more reservoirs of water, so you can then have extra just in case things go horribly wrong. Plus, I have to assume, like, this is all really hot water, isn't it? Yeah, it is really hot water, so I assume what we'll want to do is set up some kind of pumping station here, then pump the water, I presume, like, just traveling, like, as it travels distance, it's going to lose heat as it goes. Like, logically, that's what logic dictates, right? So it would probably cool down to appropriate room temperature once it got here, then we just kind of let the water pump out. And then it'll be safe. Safe and good. And then, of course, we'll want some kind of system to pump water into our irrigation system. That way we can kind of speed things up over here so that we have to do even less work than ever before. And at some point, this is actually going to get done. At some point, once this stuff gets mined, which will happen sooner or later. Also, just a quick question to the chat, which I've been shamefully neglecting for most of this stream so far, is at this point, would you be interested in me swapping over to a different game? Because I'm having fun with this, but I mean, Dead Cells is like the big thing still, I would think, on the channel. And I was wondering if you'd be interested in that, or maybe something else, like Subnautica, or... Well, not really RimWorld right now. I currently have that set to the Alpha 17 beta, so I'd have to take a moment, or just take a few minutes to switch that over. And someone is suffocating. Oh, hell! How did you get up there, Ada? Quick! Mine this and fall to your death. How did you get over there? Okay, good. They fell. Now they can get out of there. Noticeably, there is also no oxygen down here, so that's kind of a problem. So to solve that in the short term, I might, and by might, I mean I am going to lock this down here. Then we're going to set our triple lock of airlocks over here. That way we can keep air down here, and everything should hopefully work out. We'll want to properly manage this later, but for simplicity's sake, this should be enough to keep everything working. This will produce a little bit of oxygen, and that might be enough to keep everyone from going completely insane due to lack of air. Oh, hi there. Again, I've been shamefully neglecting chat for much of this, so feel free to say hello. Just because, well, just because. There we go. Alright, everything is nicely setting itself up there. We are happy, we are good. And once we have this airlock, we will be safe to dig in here. I probably could have dug out further, but this is what I'm happy with for now. And we're also going to want to properly do more stuff down here, probably eventually. But for now, it's just not that big an issue. We'll raise research as well. We do actually need some more of that. Alright, here we go. Here is the good stuff. Now is where we slowly get our way into fun and exciting world of natural gas. And we just need natural gas generator, and I assume we're going to need something to suck gas, presumably. We'll need to pump that, which means we're going to need to set up some kind of wiring system, get power from up here, down there. We have our compost thing, which is not actually producing that much compost right now, but we're not too worried about it. Okay. Tiny, tiny amounts of oxygen are being produced, which is good. All of our carbon is being kept under control. That makes me a happy man. Small amounts of oxygen, carbon dioxide, polluted oxygen. What a wonderful time to be alive. As stress also slowly mounts. We'll want to do something with this eventually, but for now, somehow the colony is managing itself. There's the puffed. Alright. Good stuff, good stuff. Now, if I wanted to be crazy, I could go ahead and force them to work through the night, but that does sound like a cruel and unusual punishment, so we'll set this to be a somewhat lower priority, because we do have a lot of food available to us right now, so we're not too concerned. Alright, good. So all we need now is to get our research done. Why is this meal lice just lying on the floor there? That's not where you store meal lice. Store it in the fridge. Or in the cookerizer. Okay, good. So this is going to take care of the decor around here. Hopefully. Get it to be nice and high and green. Much like this. This is just crazy good. Crazy good for everyone. It's keeping our stress down. Which is the most important thing, really. I mean, we want to have a nice, happy colony. The only thing I hope we see in the future... What is it, Ace? Are you crying? What are you crying about, my friend? You're not feeling neglected, are you? Probably is feeling neglected because I'm busy with the stream right now. Alright, everyone's happy. There we go. That takes care of that. We'll get one more of these over here just to boost production values. And That's not what I meant to do. Actually, there we go. We're almost done. So we'll get our natural gas soon enough. Just wait for it. Almost there. Almost there. And there we go. Okay. So how does this thing work? Let's see. It produces polluted water and carbon dioxide. Gotcha. So that's interesting. That means this itself could also help us produce a supply of water. Oh my, this is actually rather big. So we'll just stick it in here, I guess. It does need power to function. Alright, so it produces CO... Hello, hello, hello. There's a second geyser right over there. Which, to me, means that I obviously have to figure out a way to bust that open. Because between the two of these are going to easily produce enough natural gases, I have to imagine, to power things forever, so we don't have to have our duplicants constantly doing it. We also have some water that is still lying over here on the floor, so let's deal with that. Alright. Excellent. Mostly I just want to get this built to see how functional it'll be for us. And I have to assume, or I would like to assume rather, that it will in fact be reasonably functionable. Alright, so this... Yeah, we'll kind of run it through the walls, like so. Like, I'm not really concerned with appearances of things here. Hang on there, Ace. It's okay. Alright, I get it, Ace. In fact, since Ace is kind of trying to get my attention here, that might be a sign that I'll want to wrap this stream up for now. But we'll give it a moment. We'll wait until the end of the cycle, and I want to try getting this thing, or I want to at least know what I need to make it functional. And by functionable, I mean functional. Yeah, it needs a gas pumping thingy. Let's see here. Gas pump. So, if I build the gas pump, well, if I build it up here, I mean, that'll be fine as well. This means we need a little bit of tiling over here. There we go. So we've got the gas pump. It pumps that into there. And then... Alright, so gas pipe. Like so. Power. Like so. Alright. And make sure that everything is a maximum priority. Oh, okay. Let's see how quickly we can get all this built. Probably not before the end of the cycle, but... Alright, no. No sleep. Sleep is for the weak. I want you to charge. Oh, it also needs a gas output, you're telling me. That's another important thing we need. Let's see here. Gas vent. And I'll just pump it literally right back out. Is my thought process here. There we go. Which will probably create some issues if natural gas is heavier, or, yeah, if it's heavier than CO2. If CO2 is heavier, then that means it'll at least push it up so that it's always in here, so... Alright. Okay, so, new plan. We'll wrap the stream up once we have all this working. Then... Alright, so far, so good. Wait. Oh. Probably should have seen that one coming. I need to wire it up in a fashion. There we go. Okay. That'll take care of that. Okay, someone finish getting this wiring up here. Right. Okay, good. Once that's in, we'll see how this functions for us. And we won't get a really good test of it, but we'll get an idea of whether or not this will fit our needs here. Gas vent overpressured. That probably doesn't matter, at least not for now. Well, I have to assume it will matter. Okay, there we go. Now we're producing power. Sort of. I mean, there's too much pressure in here as it is. So we'll need to create some kind of vent for it, but we know that it works. That's the important thing. In the future, we'll create something where we pump the CO2 into like an oxygen or an air scrubber room, and then we can make things work much more effectively there. But for now, that's where we're going to wrap this stream up. So until the next time, thank you all for watching. I hope you all had a good time, and I will see you all in our next stream or the next video, whichever comes first. So until then, I will see you all later.